Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's the voice of Nightmare speaking, and, well, today I got a pretty interesting video to show you. As you can tell by the title, we will be checking out a Grand Theft Auto websites and promotional material that was used to help promote some of the Grand Theft Auto games. Now, if you recall, a couple of, I would say probably over a year ago, I did a video on the Manhunt series where I went to the Valiant Videos website, all thanks to the Wayback Machine, and decided to basically check it out. While I was there, I made a promise that I would do the same thing for Grand Theft Auto, and about a year or two later, I have absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I'm starting with this video right here for Grand Theft Auto 3. We are going to be going through all of the Grand Theft Auto 3D Universe promotional material that was used to promote all their games. Okay, that in the HD. We're going to go through pretty much a lot of them. So sit back and, oh, by the way, I apologize ahead of the time for the wind blowing that you're going to be hearing in the audio. I kind of had my, what do you call it? Yeah, I had my fan on the whole time. So I apologize for the sound quality a little bit, but trust me, you guys are going to have just as much fun, I'm sorry to say, as I did when I did this. So sit back, grab something to eat, and have fun while we sit back and check out some good old-fashioned Grand Theft Auto websites, starting with Grand Theft Auto 3. I found them. I found the classic GTA websites. So what these were is they were flash sites for... it's on landscape. Give me a minute. So we finally got there. As you can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm very irritated with this. And, yes, this is what websites used to look like in the early 2000s. Yes, I would agree they don't look very cool by today's standards. Skip intro. It's done. Okay, so here what we can do is we can take a look at the different islands that are attached to the Liberty City. So we can go to Staunton Island, Portland, which is right here. And what happens if you tap here is we get a whole bunch of interesting stuff. Warehouse rave venues. That was actually a thing where I lived years ago. Okay, here it is. Christian Burns. Sheng Industries of Shanghai announced that they were to expand the factory production of mackerel in the Liberty City area. Sheng Industries is well known for the creation of what has been derogatorily called artificial mackerel, a tasty fishy meal made from the bones and skeletons of any animal matter. The factory will bring thousands of jobs to Liberty City and make it a world leader in artificial fish. Protesters claim that Sheng's technology causes untold environmental damage and creates a supposedly healthy fish that contains as much saturated fat as butter and smells like a 3-week-old kipper. But a spokesman for Sheng commented, Our mackerel is the finest in the world. From Shanghai to Liberty City, we will create a fish that tastes better than the real thing. We paid a lot of money to continue our business practices in Liberty City, and believe people will believe in this city should eat shang mackerel as a way of supporting the city. Sure, it isn't technically a real fish, but what's real anyway? These days, are you telling me a mouse with an ear on its back is real? But science has made one. What about a dog that walks on two legs and talks in Hungarian? I've seen one, and it is going to revolutionize childcare in this country. Mayor O'Donovan commented, Shang Industries have put the fish back in fishy. Their mackerel is the finest I've eaten, and I am glad they see Liberty City as the place to conduct genetic experimentation and create foods of the future. The factory is due to finish its expansion next month. Oh God, that's terrible. Let's click here. Okay, these are the laundry mats. Oh, I remember. Welcome to Liberty City, where the only dirty word is hope.
I'm Salvatore Leone. I'm a legitimate businessman. I don't know about no mafia bullshit.
Okay.
What's the mafia? It only exists in the movies.
Okay. Salvatore Leone walked free from a federal court yesterday as the case against him collapsed. Leone, who had been on trial for tax evasion, a case that the state prosecutor intended to turn into a racketeering charge, smiled as he walked free from the courts in downtown Liberty City. Leone had been on trial. Inland revenue experts found serious accounting irregularities in the Leone books, including $450,000 of undeclared income. The state had been very confident of making the charges stick, the prosecution's case being based on the large sum of undeclared income. The jury, however, unequivocally accepted Mr. Leone's explanation that this money had not been acquired by racketeering, but by the illegal importing of tomato sauce from Mr. Leone's hometown of Palermo, Sicily. Sicily. Sorry. Although Mr. Leone was subsequently found guilty of a minor charge of importing fresh foodstuffs without a license and paid a cursory fine, as well as all unpaid revenue, he has stayed out of prison again. This is the 5th time the state has taken Leone to court since they allege he took control of the Leone crime family in a bloody power struggle in the mid-1980s. It is also the 5th time he has walked free. He has paid numerous fines, but no matter how serious the evidence, it has always avoided conviction. Upon leaving court, Leone said to waiting reporters, I am just a businessman from Sicily. I have made a few mistakes and perhaps I have not always followed the law to the letter, but I always believe in its spirit. The police associate me with my brother, but I never do these things they blame me for. Leone's lawyer, Maurice Goldberg, commented, Mr. Leone is a dyslexic. Court tests prove it. His accounts are always in a mess, but he is not dishonest, nor is he in the mafia. As a Sicilian, he knows some unsavory characters, but what kind of America is it when a man is guilty because of the friends he has? I don't want to live in an America like that, do you? No, Mr. Goldberg, we certainly don't. Funny. Oh, the Diablos. Yeah, I remember those guys. I kicked the shit out of them. Well, they're video game characters. What the fuck do I care? The old-fashioned... Holy fuck. I can't... Come on, Staten Island. Use the subway to travel underground, all around this great island city of ours, from Portland to Staunton, and across to Shoreside Vale. It is part of one of the finest transit systems in the U.S. What the fuck? Jefferson Street Credit Union.
This is the FBI! We got him. Stop right there! Take him out. Make him disappear.
The rise in organized crime in Liberty City. They also want to increase their funding. Come on, goodbye. Okay, holy fuck. I don't care about these. Bye. Police helicopters to help fight crime. Okay, Liberty City's Billagard Police Department has finally gotten some help after years of underfunding and low morale. A new fleet of helicopters has been purchased to help patrol the city streets. The choppers, each manned by a team of sharpshooters, will be used to counter the recent spate of carjacking and street crime that has hit our city. Just picture a bunch of these fucking idiots walking around shooting random pedestrians. Oh my god, trying to hit someone stealing a car. Stupid. Mayor O'Donovan noted, the new fleet of helicopters is going to give prospective criminals the shock of their lives. Now people are going to be watched from above as well as below. I'd like to see someone try to steal a car from someone or outrun the police while under a hail of bullets from a helicopter. It's going to be apocalypse right now for all criminals out there. When asked if the millions of dollars could have been better spent on helping rehabilitated criminals or on tightening up gun control in the city, the mayor responded, "Gun control is a typical liberal cure-all.
It doesn't work in America. Once a criminal, always a criminal. And a criminal only understands one thing when asked about his own well-documented criminal past. O'Donovan responded, "A man can change. What's past is past. We've already dealt with this 100 times."
Okay, so that was cool. Nice. So we got a little bit of news article, a little bit of lore.
This is Kid Gardner reporting live from Bush Stadium, Liberty City. The crowd is going wild today for the Cubs versus the Beavers match. Go, come on, the Cubs! Don't touch the source! I'm the Beavers! This is Kid Gardner reporting live from Bush Stadium, Liberty City. The crowd
Bush
is going
Stadium.
wild today for the Cubs versus the Beavers match. Go, come on, the Cubs! Don't touch the source! I'm the Beavers! It's a sure thing, the Cubs are gonna win.
Okay, with the loss of virtually all of our major sports franchises and the rise in suburban living, Liberty City has become a soccer town. Proud soccer moms are passionate about the Liberty City Cocks, while the men just love the LC Beavers. It is a passionate rivalry which has been known to spill over into violence, including SUV hit and runs and screaming, bitter fights between angry housewives. Go Cocks! Up the Beavers! Oh, that hasn't made me laugh in a while. I haven't laughed like that in a bit. That's funny. Cocks up the Beavers. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't give a shit.
No matter what your geographic, demographic, or income bracket, we've got content personalized for you. No matter what your geographic, demographic, or income bracket, we've got content personalized for you. This is Head Radio, the station that can give you more because we pay our employees less. Do you enjoy showering with other men but feel the need to pick on sissies? You just might be perfect for the military. Head Radio. Are you ready to party? These boys certainly are. Get out here, the lead singer's out of therapy and ready to date your sister. I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep. Equinox is new from Zaibatsu Pharmaceutical. Number one. For noise. Head Radio. Oh, sweat all over. Oh, look at me, I'm dripping. Are you bored with Nan's best friend?
Sorry, Fido, we're gonna have to drown you.
Why not try Man's first cousin? At petsovernight.com, we've got every primate in stock. You're listening to Head Radio, the rock of Liberty City for 60 years. We got an ending. It's when you awakening.
Mayor O'Donovan has been doing all he can to help Liberty City for the past 4 years. However, he has recently come under fire for his commercial interests, including endorsing a nail gun. His attempts to stop the rise of violent crime in Liberty City have largely been unsuccessful, but he has increased the number of hardware stores fivefold over the past 2 years. What a fucking idiot. Oh, I love this game, and it's serious.
ふざけんじゃねえぞこらクソみたいな運転すんじゃねえぞこらジャージに戻れこの野郎金玉みたいな匂いすんなこの野郎ふざけんじゃねえぞこの野郎
Liberty City has long been a U.S. stronghold for Japanese organized crime families, known generally as Yakuza. Current activities by the Yakuza are unknown, but it is known that some dispute exists between the Yakuza and the Mafia within Liberty City, which has led to a long and bloody feud
The Yakuza within Liberty City are believed to be run by a brother and sister team. Immigration records believe Asuka Kasin arrived in America 10 years ago while her brother joined her in the United States in 1996. It is unusual for any female authority to exist within Yakuza families, so the presence of Asuka Kasin is a testament to her special talents. Police sources do not at present know what these talents are, but she is believed to occupy a senior position as an expert in torture, security, and information retrieval. Her brother is considered her inferior by our sources within the organization. Many cite his funny way of speaking as seriously undermining his authority. The police expect a serious battle to develop between the Mafia and the Yakuza within Liberty City within the next few months. It is also believed that the Yakuza have spies within the LCPD, including several senior detectives. That probably wouldn't surprise me. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, more about the Portland Tunnel. Chief Engineer and Project Director Winston Cole admitted at a meeting with the FBC Finance Group that funding would be required for an additional 6 months before the construction project would be ready for its first Class Bay traffic. Any engineering project of this complexity can hit problems with inevitability pushback completion dates, Cole said. We are lucky that a project, whatever that numeral is supposed to be, I'm pretty sure 6, 7, or 8 or whatever, I don't know, important to Liberty's economic development, should have the understanding relationship we hold with our financiers, FBC. The project, originally scheduled for completion in April this year, will now not see Liberty's economic districts linked until late October, which is good news for separatists and keen swimmers. Keep on smiling, Liberty. Fucking idiots.
Is your job affecting your health? Do you become fatigued? Does working take time away from family and social events like watching wrestling? There's an easy solution. Sue your boss. See, the great thing about this country is you can sue anyone for pretty much anything, and you'll probably win, or at least get a settlement. At the firm of Rieken and Ponzer Personal Injury Attorneys, we can show you how falling down and howling like a sissy can result in a large damage award from your employer. We also specialize in awards for injuries suffered in auto, bus, and train accidents, and can even train you to throw yourself in front of a bus and pretend to be injured. Hey, that's why they pay for insurance. Call the law offices of Rieken and Ponzer and get ready to enjoy a life of luxury.
What the fuck? Sorry, that was the police helicopters again. Hang on, my phone is gonna die soon. Let's do this. Use the subway to travel underground. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, fuck that one. Yeah, fuck that one.
This is Hit Radio, Love Media Station. Just one of 900 radio stations, 300 TV stations, 4 networks, 3 satellites, 10 senators.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hit Radio.
Thank you.
Where the resistance is futile.
Okay, let's go to lovemedia.com. This should be good. Fucking annoying. Okay, do I care for this? No, okay, there we go. Hello, I'm Donald Love. Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest growing US-run media conglomerate of the past 5 years, with newspapers, television stations, and radio stations across the US and the free world, alongside a wide array of industrial and technological interests. We at Love Media ensure you get the truth behind the story every time, from films to dog food, from news radio to pop music. You can be sure of independent, quality-led broadcasting every time you tune in. That's why we're the fastest growing cable supplier and health insurance provider in the Northeast, and why our new satellite in China is something all Americans can be proud of. Here at Love Media, we are proud of what we have done to help America and to help hard-working Americans relax. That sounds nice. Too bad this guy's a fucking cannibalistic scumbag. Television. Okay, Love Media. Chatterbox FM. Okay, so he's got Chatterbox FM. He's also got Double Cliff FM. Okay. Dog food. Bitchin' dog food. Make that bitch shut up. With tasty bone meal chicken carcasses and the scraping all of the abattoir floor and lots of other nutritious goodies. No wonder she's so happy. Bitchin' dog food. This is fucking stupid, but it's funny as hell. Hey, what happened? I gotta get out of here. Hang on, I gotta get out of this website for a second. Way back with the payback LP. Way back with the payback machine. Yep. With this rise in crime, SWAT teams are on permanent standby in Liberty City. The past 2 years have seen a 100% rise in their presence. All right. The long-delayed Porter Tunnel project linking Liberty City to island boroughs, Staunton and Portland, has been beset by problems. First there was the financing, then there was the leak. Then there was the spate of corruption scandals involving slush funds, backhanders, forehanders, and more. What am I fucking doing? I've already read this shit. see what this is.
Just can't let go. Flashback FM.
You know what time it is, don't you? It's time to shake it up with me and Tony here on Flashback.
Remember the music? Remember the clothes? Just forget about the morning after. Flashback FM.
Oh, 1983. I played the trumpet a lot back then, if you know what I mean.
Liberty City Survivor. Natural selection has come home.
This one reminds me of waking up on the Duran Duran tour bus. What's his name? The one with the highlights and the mascara?
All the songs you were tired of 20 years ago. Flashback FM. Flashback FM.
The 80s. The subway is the fastest way. It's the fastest, most efficient way to travel around town. Unfortunately, the stations have become homes for the insane and the legions of beggars and pushers who live and die in Liberty City. Ah, fuck, if only this place was actually real. Let's just make this even worse. Oh, that's the...
Yeah, my name's Tony Cipriani. I own a restaurant. I don't know nothing about all this wise guy stuff.
We serve only the finest Sicilian food and have only the finest Sicilian hospitality. Our commitment to original Italian recipes has made us a Liberty City favorite, a place for celebrations, and a place to eat real well. Mama wouldn't have it any other way. Liberty City top 100 Sicilian American restaurants, 1997. The place will make you feel like you're in a mafia flick. And rightly so. They're all crazy. I remember all this. Tony Cipriani. It's supposed to be pronounced as Cipriani, but whatever. Mama's Restaurant, the Leone. Fighting crime in one of the most dangerous boroughs in Liberty City. They are constantly challenged by the ongoing assault of organized crime on public morality. While a war within the mafia has recently dulled their horrific crimes, new challenges are constantly emerging to keep the overworked Trenton division of LCPD on their mettle. Spank, a dangerous new high, has damaged public morality as well as the pockets and brains of its addled addicts. Street gangs are emerging as a powerful and completely unregulated source of criminal activity. Vice remains a source of legal and illegal activity in Trenton. With its red light district, recently police have begun to suspect that Chinese gangsters are operating within the district's large Chinese population. Focusing on the fish market, the police in Trenton believe there isn't a harder patch in the country. Luckily, many of them supplement their income with protection and line their pockets with healthy bribes. The fuck? That's terrible. Okay, my cell phone's about to die, so yeah. Tune in next time and we'll go to the Vice City website and check out some of their BS. This has been the Voice of Nightmares. I'm out and I'm done.
If you enjoyed this and would like to hear more stories like these, please go to www.youtube.com/thevoiceofnightmares. Don't forget to give my video a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, you can follow me now on social media sites such as Twitter, Mr. Creepypasta Amino, Creepypasta Amino, Creepypasta Wiki, and Instagram. Last but not least, all stories, art, and music are owned by their respective authors. Links are available in the description below.